Prime Minister Kevin Rudd has defended Labor's latest attack ad, saying it's about accountability and not negativity. It comes as Labor's re-election chances continue to slide in the latest news poll.
Kevin Rudd's media bus breaks down. It could be a metaphor for his campaign. The Prime Minister had his own metaphor, albeit mixed.
Kevin Rudd is a fighter, and if you're a football fan, we're not even through the second quarter, we're not even up to half-time. This has a long way to go.
He may need every minute. The news poll shows Labor's primary vote has slipped back to its lowest level since Kevin Rudd's resurrection. After preferences, Labor would lose more than a dozen seats.
The Australian public are looking at Kevin Rudd again and remembering why they didn't want him to continue being Prime Minister in 2010.
Tony Abbott's closed the gap as preferred Prime Minister, and his satisfaction rating has improved 7 points since the start of the campaign, while Kevin Rudd's has collapsed.
I think you will win.
Thank you. Thank you. But we're not taking anything for granted, are we?
The Essential poll, however, tells a very different story. Labor with a primary vote of 40% and the two parties neck and neck after preferences.
I've always said winning from opposition is like climbing Mount Everest, and nothing that has happened over the last few days has changed my judgment.
If you were in the firing line for 2 weeks of wall-to-wall negative attacks on yourself, you know something? It would probably have an impact on what people thought about you. Yep. Now, we're returning fire.
And it's wheeled out the big guns, a new attack ad aimed at Tony Abbott, with Kevin Rudd's promised positivity giving way to pragmatism.
12,000 people will lose their jobs, and he'll cut billions from education. If he wins, you lose.
The Grim Reaper negative ads from Labor, and what we know is that once again you simply can't trust what Kevin Rudd says.
It is really embarrassing that a government which has now been in power for almost 6 years, a Prime Minister who's been in office for almost 3 years, has no record to defend and nothing positive to say about the future.
This is not about negativity, it's about accountability.